Sure. So India is full of really excited, creative, and highly skilled developers, and yet there's kind of this lack when we start thinking about public sector versus private sector delivery of technology and applications. And from our work at EPoD in India, we've seen just this huge gap where technology could play a role in actually improving the way that government implements programs and even designs policies and understands what's going on at the ground and field level. So the idea of PolicyHack is to bring together these very talented, energetic programmers or developers with some very specific tractable problems that we know are being faced by various policy partners that we have. And so we've given the developers a very concrete problem in which they have some parameters by which they can work, and a challenge posed to them related to that particular policy group, and then said, please, use your own creativity, bring some creative solutions to this challenge, and let's see what we can come up with together. So I think it's quite exciting. Yeah, so we did actually start, we only opened up registration about 2 weeks ago. We had about 300 developers apply to join us. And then from that, we filtered down the list based on particularly their GitHub repository. So GitHub is a place where developers they post a lot of the work that they've been doing. So it's kind of proof that these people are real-time developers and they have some talent and skill in the area. So we looked basically at these online profiles at GitHub and different places online to make sure that to vet them as well, and also hear in their own words what their work to date has been. So from that is how we filtered down the list. So there are three main factors. One is the concept itself. Is what was developed actually relevant to the policy partner? I mean, we have a fairly intimate knowledge of what's going on with these various government groups and what the challenges are for them. So the judging is going to take this issue of, is it actually relevant? Is it actually applicable? Is it something that's technically feasible? Is it politically acceptable? Is it a good solution that's actually workable? And that's one of the primary means by which we're actually judging the applications or whatever it is that the developers come up with over the next couple of days. Then also execution and of course scalability. Is this something that can be done at scale? What type of value for money could it actually provide? EPoD officially came here to India about 2 years ago, and we've been working with various government departments kind of coming in first off saying, what are the major challenges that you're facing now? How could data and research evidence actually feed into improving the design of the policies that you have or the implementation of the programs that you have? It's been really exciting. There are some very eager and interested administrators and people even on the elected side and the elected officials who are interested in really taking things ahead, really improving India. And so we've had just an absolutely fantastic time working together with these various government groups. So a lot of what we do is thinking about how can you capture data more effectively, how can you display it more effectively, how can it be used better by administrators to understand what's going on in their jurisdiction, and then also to improve policy and implementation. So we have some very specific things that we're working on related to female labor force participation, increasing transparency and accountability within the NREGA program, several different things. We do work a lot on environment and air pollution as well. So we have kind of these very specific partnerships. We also do training of Indian Administrative Service officers. So there's kind of a broad array of what we do, all with the idea of bringing data, research evidence, empirical evidence, economics into public policy in a more engaged way.